Hello, everybody. We are back. I am Leah, the TAC Vice President and Historian.
I'm Franky, a new member, in quotations.
In quotations? Why is it in quotations?
Because I'm too cool to be new.
Okay, sounds good to me. Once again, I'm Jami. I'm supposed to keep us on track, and I don't. But otherwise, it's all good. Let's see. Do we have any introductory things we want to talk about? Anything that's new or exciting or...
Leah, you go first.
There is nothing new with me. I make comics. I'm doing great. I like bees. We've been over this.
Yeah, but maybe some of these people are new.
If you're new, hello. I'm Leah. I make comics. I'm doing great. I like bees.
Okay, then. So what do we have going on in December? You better know what we have going on in December.
No, I got it. They're not worried.
Okay.
In December.
You looked real confused. Okay.
Well, I thought Franky was going to say something.
No, you've been here longer than me. You've planned this stuff. Do it.
Okay, in December, we've got all the usual stuff. We've got book club. We've got a movie night. That's fun. I'm not sure if we've actually decided on a movie yet.
No, I think we still have one last round of voting on Instagram.
One last round of voting on Instagram. So do that. Vote on your movie and then come watch the movie because we like when people show up.
We do, yes.
We have TAC tonight, so that's fun. I'm going to be working on like comics and stuff as I usually am.
I'm working on that scarf that may never get done.
Yeah. And we got karaoke. That's going to be fun. Holiday karaoke.
That's Wednesday.
That is Wednesday.
Which should be the day that this podcast premieres. So if you're listening to this on the day it comes out, make sure you show up to karaoke. Otherwise, hopefully we saw you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I interrupt your train of thought?
Yes.
You skipped over craft night and homework helpers.
Okay, we have craft night and homework helpers.
Yeah. All of this stuff is on Instagram, though, so like if you want all the details, it's also on our website. That it? That all you want to say about what we got going on in December?
That's all we got. It's pretty normal and, you know.
Yeah. I've been having some problems with myself, too. I can't return library books on time.
Dude, I'm here every day, and Annie knocks on my door like, hey, you know, you have an overdue book. I'm like, yeah, I probably do.
It's even worse with the Mansfield Library, and because Mansfield Ontario Library, they have video games, and I was like, man, I want Super Monkey Ball, and I had it for, I've had it for 1 week, I've had it for 3 weeks.
Oh, they're gonna hunt you down.
No, they didn't. They just sent me one text message notification like, hey, there's something that's coming up to be due, and I'm like, oh, really? I only go around there like once. Downtown Mansfield is my cup of tea.
It's hard to get. All the streets are one way. It's so hard to get around down there.
Yeah, downtown. Like it's fun to be there because it's all night. Not the carousel. The carousel. We don't mention the carousel.
You don't like the carousel?
It goes on 24/7, and like I can't have like a nice coffee day without just do 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 do.
Okay, yeah, I suppose that could get annoying. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I work with teenagers. I tune a lot of things out.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. So we have also started murder mystery planning. We're doing that again. I think it's going better than the first time. I actually wasn't there for the first time, but from what I've heard, this is going better.
I think it's going better than the first time, but it might just be that I'm a little less frantic. Ask me again in February.
And we have new people, and they're still, like, scared to do things. And they're, like, very obedient, I guess. like they just kind of go along with whatever.
Isn't Aaron doing murder mystery?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know. He'll do anything if he's convinced him correctly.
I think at one point we were like, "You're the murderer," and he was like, "Okay."
I convinced him that he won in Mario Party.
He's a nice kid.
He is a nice kid. Don't tell him that.
I think he's gonna fit in.
Is he a Hufflepuff?
He's gotta be. Have you met him?
Speaking of Harry Potter, have you guys seen that new game show?
I have not seen the game show yet, no, but I am so stoked for that reunion. Like, I have to get HBO Max. I am, like, that's my Christmas present to me.
I've seen commercials of it, but
I've seen it, and it's kinda a little bit underwhelming, but still does. I haven't read Harry Potter, so.
You haven't read... How have you made it to this size of a person and never read Harry Potter?
Because I spent my time reading other things.
Okay.
That's valid.
I mean, that's a valid response. However, it's a weird one.
Now I was more into history than fantasy.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'm old enough that when I started, there were only 3 books. And then it was like, you had to wait 2 years between every book.
That was awful.
Oh, but it was so much fun!
No.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Oh, yeah, but like the crazy fan theories that came out of those, that 2-year wait period was insane.
I did
that
love the
fan
stuff that
fiction.
came out of the Harry Potter fandom. Like the Snape wives.
There's some weird stuff. You don't delve into the weird stuff.
It's
weird,
like the
but
furry fandom.
But
It's
it's
fine on the...
perfectly weird. It was made for it. It's like a precursor to the rest of the internet.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give you some of that, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we do have new books. They're not on the shelf yet, but I promise they're ready to go. They're in the office. I don't know what's on the cart, but it's here.
Yeah, that's probably good. Leah, what are you currently reading that's not your own comics?
That's valid. I'm working through this very large... Actually, I have it in my book bag, but I'm not going to grab it. I was like, oh, it might be fun to show the cover, because the cover is really pretty. It's got a moth on it, and it's shiny. The cover's really pretty.
You can grab it if you want
I
to.
know, but I didn't want to, make a bunch of noise and stuff. Okay,
It's okay.
okay,
we're
guys,
fine.
we got it. It's a really thick book.
I mean, I even brought a book that, well, I'm not currently reading because I read it all
got
last
it.
night, but I...
Okay, it's very pretty.
Oh, I bought that one. We have that on the shelf. Sorry. It's very pretty. It's blue and gold and it's fancy looking.
Yes, and it's shiny, and that's really the only reason that I picked it up, because it had a moth and it was shiny. And it's very thick. It's part of a series, but I'm not reading the rest of the series. I am going through this one book and going back to graphic novels because my attention span can't do it.
What happens in this book?
Okay, so it like switches like perspectives, and I don't really know if I like that. So it starts off with this one guy who works in a library. And
We like this guy.
yeah,
Very present.
I'm like weirdly attached to this guy. He's like, I don't know, I like him. Not in a weird way, but he's just nice. But he works in a library, and his last name is Dreamer. That's why the book's called Strange the Dreamer. And so basically,
Not Dreamer the Strange.
No.
Sorry,
I was trying to think of one. Caught me off guard. Okay.
Sorry. That one was one that I would tell you to keep in your head.
But yeah, he's like fascinated with this town that everyone thinks is like a fantasy. It's what is it called? I promise I've read this book. Weep. It's called Weep.
It's a horrible name for a town.
Yeah. So he's been obsessed with this town since he was a little kid, and he knows like all the stories. He's read all the books on it, and everyone's like, "You are absolutely insane. This town doesn't exist. You are crazy." And there's this other guy who's an alchemist, and he's trying to like convert all the stuff to gold and everything, as alchemists do. And the main character's name is Laszlo. It's a wonderful name. I love it. And he's like, I know how to turn things into gold. It's in my books that are about Weep. And everyone's like, you are absolutely insane. Those children's fairy tales don't contain anything. And then he helps the guy turn stuff into gold. And then that gets the attention of people in Weep. And so then they come to, like, his city to, like, get people. They're like, you've done it. You've turned the stuff into gold, and you're super cool, and we need you for something because our town's falling apart. So... yeah,
It's a good start. It's a good starting premise. I like it.
Yeah, so, the people from Weep come, and then Laszlo is like, ooh, I want to go. And everyone's like, no, you're just a librarian. They don't want you. But he studied it so much that he, like, impresses the people from Weep because he, like, knows the native language and everything. And they're like, you're cool. And Laszlo's like, I can be your secretary. I can tell you stories. I can do all the weird jobs. Just please let me go. And so they let him go. And then it, like... switches perspectives. to these like weird mythical, like blue people, kind of like Avatar. In my head, I think of them as like blue cat people, but that's just because I'm a furry, and it keeps me interested.
But whatever works for your
But
brain.
they're the children of gods, and so it's like they're in like purgatory. That's like where you go when you die. You go to see the children of gods, and all the ghosts are like, "This is weird," but I don't know. They all got powers and stuff. It's kind of weird.
I feel like some of this better be explained in the last inch you have of this book.
The last
Yeah, well, you still got like an inch left.
there's like at least 1.5 inches.
Okay.
But yeah, super weird. It like went back to Laszlo's perspective now, and they're like in the middle of a desert, about to go into Weep, and they're all like, they're in like this big group with all like these people that they've collected, so that way, the outside people can help fix the problem, and they're all like making like predictions on what the problem is, and so yeah, that's where I am right now.
What do you got?
Number 5 by Tayu Masumata. This one is about this dude, number 5, part of the Rainbow Brigade, and it's basically the world a few years in the future, where apparently like everything's gone to heck. So he is currently
as it is wont to do. Yes.
yeah. He is a traitor of the Rainbow Union because he killed number 9, and he's currently in love with this chick. Oh, can't even pronounce her name correctly. It's like
okay.
It'd be like that sometimes. You ever just like pronounce like all the names in your head as like gibberish, and then when you try to talk to people about it, you're like, yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
It's Marascrotia, something Russian like that. Basically, he's trying to outrun the law from catching him and Mascrotia. That's it. It's pretty good. I mostly got it because the same dude who drew this stuff was the same dude who wrote Ping Pong.
Ping pong sounds familiar. Why do I know that?
Ping Pong turned into Ping Pong. The animation is literally about playing ping pong, and it was known for having like grotesquely accurate, cause like the art style, just how the art style is drawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It kind of sounds like the name of that one guy from Inside Out, Bing Bong.
Those are the-
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Here's your friend who likes to play Bing Bong, Bing Bong. See that guy?
Yeah. Also, I'm catching up on the Shonen Jump gag mangas. Gag is another term for funny. Me and Roboco's pretty good this week. You guys don't understand me at all.
No, I'm very sorry. I wish I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of graphic novels.
Me and
And I don't do
Roboco
any
is about this kid, Bondo. Bondo and it's like in the future where they have maids that are robots. So like they're called like an order maid. And his order maid, Roboco, is like giant and buff. It doesn't really do housework. It's just there for funny comedy. And then the entire story is about Bondo and Roboco having fun and dealing with ordeals.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Leah,
Yes.
say something.
Okay. I'm trying to think of other books that I read. Oh, I read this. No, I got one.
I read this one.
I have a B book.
Okay, you're talking about your B book, but I read this one. The whole thing in one sitting because I have no self-control.
What a mood, honestly.
Like that's it. That's
Okay, so I went to a Comic-Con with my girlfriend, and there was like this little like booth, and they were selling books, and I found this book, and it is a B graphic novel, and I love Bs. They are so cool. So I bought this B graphic novel, and I read it. I read it very fast. I love it.
okay. Was this a non-fiction bee graphic novel or a story about bees?
Both. It's,
How?
well, it has like fictional characters, and like all the bees have like names and stuff, and they're like characters introduced. But it goes through like the life cycle of a bee, and they've got like bee facts in there. It is very cool. And also, all of the bee names are just bee in different languages. So
That's adorable.
that was like my favorite part. It was like right at the back of the book where it had like special features and like things were explained and whatever. And it was like, and all the names are just bee in different languages. And like went through all of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I love that. I love it so much. And the art is so cute.
You do like cutesy art.
Yes. And I like bees. Cute bees.
Yeah.
Top notch.
I'm
Good soup.
into a lot of conventions. Not a lot of other conventions. It's always just been OhioCon, but I've been to that convention a lot. But I remember I accidentally bumped into, I forgot, it's a character for Blend S, but like she was in a maid costume, and I was like, your cosplay is so beautiful. And they're like, oh, thank you, sweetheart. And I immediately ran to the bathroom, but I slipped over a Guitar Hero string.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That I was supposed to be playing like Dragon Ball Fighters. I was in Dragon Ball Fighters tournament that was starting in like 2 minutes, and I had to go pee really badly, but I didn't know where the pee was. So it's not because I was bad at the game. I forfeited because I had to pee. Not even forfeited. I just pretended like I was bad.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but like that is such a TAC thing to go wrong.
Yeah.
That like we don't have normal problems. We had to forfeit because we couldn't find the bathroom.
Yeah. Shelby's doing an esports team now.
Yeah, how's that going?
How is that going?
One man's doing the entire thing. It's Edel Blue. One man, 30 plus kids, 6 games. And there's a lot of kids who doing a lot of different games. The games we have, doing them on different days. There's like 2 games per day. And it's like League of Legends, Smite, Smash, Fortnite, Valorant, Overwatch, Rocket League. Like 7 games. I keep saying 6, but I keep forgetting about Smite. But it's not a lot of kids interested in Smite, so we're probably not doing that this year. Not a lot of kids interested in League of Legends, so we're probably gonna have at least 5 games because everybody's ready to do Fortnite. A lot of kids thought we were doing competitive CS:GO, but we are a high school esports team, so we can't do anything that's above a T. So it's going. You have to have your very own gaming headset, and I bought one. Bought one yesterday.
Those are really nice. Those are really nice. Remember when I did that TAC webinar and I talked to all those other librarians about TAC and how to make it work?
Yes.
I had to borrow Blaze's so that I could have a microphone to hook into because we didn't have these nice new staff laptops at the time. And that's what they were like, oh, that works so nice. What did you use? And I said I borrowed something from one of my kids because I have no idea what I'm doing ever.
We are the best, aren't we?
So unnecessarily expensive.
Probably.
I got mine for like $40, and it was the cheapest one on the market. Cheapest one for like a Razer headset with like earphones, mic, extension cord. Cheapest one for like $40. There was some going for $150.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Also, problem though, getting a new keyboard because I'm planning to do. If we even have it, I'm planning to do League of Legends this year. And I'm looking for a new keyboard, and unlike all the other keyboard nerds, I like ones that go clicky, clicky, clack.
Me too.
I like super loud keyboards.
I do like things that make noise, yes.
Yeah.
I have my phone set to when I type, you hear the clickety, clickety, clickities, which drives my sister insane when we talk on the phone. She calls me an aggressive typer. She says she can hear, even when it's silent, she can hear me type. I'm like, well, you know what?
My girl.
Yeah, I can't even like because all these computers and laptop and keyboards out like advertise like it's super silent. Like no, I like when the space bar sounds like 3 decibels. It's like it's insane. I like it when people can hear me play like I don't know. I like when people can hear me play OSU from like across the room. Just
yeah.
They can't hear me play rhythm games. It's a bad computer. It's a bad keyboard. I don't like it.
Emily gave me a bag. Well, not gave me, like showed me her bag of deer teeth the other day, and they sounded really nice.
I have questions that I am going to regret asking, but I'm going to do it anyway. One, why does she have a bag of deer teeth? 2, what in general do you do with a bag of deer teeth?
Well, there's there's a deer overpopulation problem.
I get that, and it is currently hunting season, right? It is in Pennsylvania, is it here?
I don't know.
I assume so.
Yeah, I know.
Because we're right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's around hunting season.
I go
mushroom hunting.
Okay, what happened was her dog, Rubble, brought her a deer skull, and she was like, oh, that's super cool, I'm gonna extract the teeth. So she did, and they gave the skull back to Rubble, and she kept the teeth and put them in this really nice, like, little burlap drawstring bag. And when I went to her house the other day, she's like, Leah, look at these deer teeth. And I, like, shook the bag, and I was like, ooh, those sound like dice, forbidden dice. And I was really excited because they just sounded really nice, and they felt really nice. It was a good time.
Okay, I have a couple comments.
Yes.
One, that is not the normal reaction when your dog brings you a head. But you do you.
She has a bone bucket, too. It's full of goat bones.
Two,
Not the goat bones.
I'm
Goat
gonna say
bones.
this with a lot of love.
Okay.
But, like, you two are real lucky you found each other because nobody else in the world would be into the things that the two of you are into.
I know. It makes me so happy.
Like, how did you two find each other in a planet full of 7 billion people?
We are very special. I don't know.
Wait. Does Emily go to Pioneer?
No, she is a grade below me, so she is still at Shelby.
Is she the one drawing Homestuck on my mom's whiteboards? Cause I come in, and then there it is.
I can ask her, but I don't think so. Maybe?
I don't know, but I keep seeing Car Cat every time I come in from like 4th block. Like,
I can ask
man,
her.
I came here for my fruit snacks, and there it is.
The other day at work,
Car Cat.
there was a whole bag of 33 individually packaged fruit snack packs in the break room, and I ate 7 of them, and I did not feel okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, first of all, did you puke? Because that sounds awful.
It's the bone marrow.
I almost did, but no,
I
it was
ate
okay.
somebody else.
And then I took one to eat at home, but I forgot about it, so I ate it yesterday.
Oh no, I feel you. I always keep snacks in my book bag in case one of me and my friends is hungry. So that's how I found my birthday gummy bears.
I mean, we have a snack drawer that I think needs replenished.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually took them for Emily, but I found them in my book bag. I was like, Emily, these were your fruit snacks, but I'm eating them, so you can have one if you want, but the rest are mine. Yeah, that's how this works.
Okay, so we don't have to, but it is on the list to talk about holiday/vacation plans because it's December and break will be coming up.
Yep.
And we are at only 22 minutes, so if you wanted to talk about anything that you had planned for,
Oh, I got nothing.
it's like, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks off? It's
Yeah.
2 weeks, but they did it real funny this year. This year's, if you look at the calendar, it looks real stupid.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
We are going to Kentucky, though, so, yeah, for like...
You're gonna go see dinosaurs again?
Oh, I hope we're going to go see dinosaurs again. I also really love dinosaurs. In addition to bees, I had a dinosaur birthday party for my 16th birthday party.
The cake was amazing.
It was so good. I promise I'm a normal human sometimes.
For my birthday, my dad got me a SpongeBob cake.
Oh, yeah.
SpongeBob
I
cake
saw that on your Instagram.
From the first movie with the patty boat, the crab patty boat that actually moves.
Yes, I always loved it when
Fun.
they put like the toys on the top that like did things. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I have my dinosaurs for my cake still.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to Kentucky. I'm really bad at remembering things. We haven't talked about it in a really long time, so I'm not 100% sure what we're doing in Kentucky. But we
Do you
are
have
going.
family there?
No.
Well, okay. Now,
I
sometimes that's nicer. Sometimes
That is true. That
a
is true.
vacation is a real vacation only because you're getting away from people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Speaking of, I won't be getting away from people. I have to go see my family.
That is
Lol.
sad.
Yeah.
Very
No,
sad.
I have a tradition. When I was younger, every year on December 6th. This was the December 6th when it was on a Friday. I don't know why, but the passage of time keeps moving things back.
Things move. It shifts every year. It's a different day.
Yeah.
And leap year really throws everything
I
off.
would go every year to the American Girl doll store in Columbus. It was the yearly pilgrimage, and I still do it. It's a yearly pilgrimage over to, what was it? The Easton Center with the water fountain. I looked at the American Girl doll website. They are just so unoriginal now with their new Girl of the Year.
They really are.
It's legit.
Is she last year's was? She went to Australia, right?
That's this year's. This year's is Australia. Last year's.
Okay, so like the 2021, she went to Australia because I have her books.
I know.
Because there were people who got upset about that because the reason that she went to Australia was her aunt was getting married. Well, it wasn't.
Like,
she was marrying a
haven't
woman, and apparently that was a big problem.
Oh, I know. I didn't know that. I didn't look into it.
Well, I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
One of my librarian groups was like, "Get this," and I was like, "I bought the book anyway because it's American Girl and I know it's gonna check out."
Yeah. Nah, they only do like the same 5 things: animals, gymnastics, maybe just they have never done like a paraplegic, but they've done a bunch of dolls that are like, I live in the water, and like they have some kind of disability, but like they never talk about it. It's only mentioned in the books. It's not like visible in the doll. Like I think one of them like had like a broken leg, like pulled her hamstring or something. Nothing about that in the doll. Now it's sort of like your trying focal point. The one they made a doll for the Challenger explosion.
They did what now?
They made.
Like, is it supposed to be like
She was.
what's her last name? Who was like the teacher on the Challenger? Or
No. They made a doll.
Just like
They made a doll that her whole focal point in her story is that the Challenger explosion happened.
well, they try to focus them on some point of history.
Yeah, but I feel like they could have done a lot of other things than just like the challenge. Because Abby's about overcoming slavery. A lot of them was kind of weird. With
Some of them were
a lot of them.
Some of them were a little weird, and I'm old enough that I got like the original ones. Except I never got the dolls. We didn't have that kind of money. My cousin had that kind of money. She has like all of them. All of the historic dolls. It's insane.
It is nuts.
I have these little tiny like 6-inchers.
Oh yeah, I used to get the little ones from McDonald's and like the paper dolls from McDonald's. Yeah, all the American Girl stuff from McDonald's. That's.
But yeah, no, some of them have these like really big things, like there's slavery in the Revolutionary War and the Great Depression.
Like Melody, Civil Rights Movement. But then there's like what was it?
Poor Samantha, she was just the turn of the century.
Yeah,
she was really cool though. I liked her.
There's like I think it's Mary. They also did like the companion dolls where like they would have like Julia and then their friend.
There were those
Julia.
I am too old for those, but there were a handful where they did like so and so's best friend. Like they have a couple books.
They had like I forgot which one that they discontinued, but they like
did they discontinue Felicity or was it Molly?
Oh no, they both. But then But then for like the 30th, 50th anniversary of American Girl, they brought them back, so you can get them now. Yeah. But no, like Felicity's friend, Mary Ann, you could have gone and doll of her, but like you can't find her anymore. She's gone. She's gone to the wind.
Into the void.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying, they're recycling these storylines anymore. Like, well, the majority of it is less like facing adversity, more of it's like I do sports in a Hawaii. That's it. Because they've made at least like 5 diner sets and then like 5 different like tropical hut sets. Like they did one for the 2016 American Girl, where hers was that she was like vacationing, and I think she was like some kind of, again, animal conservationist. And this year
was that the turtle one?
Yeah, that was the turtle one.
See, I know things.
And this year,
the whole doll of the year thing, I think, is where they rapidly started running out of ideas. Like the whole history-based thing was a good, solid amount of ground to stand on.
But they're also running out of ideas with that one too, because they're coming to the point where like the new one that they made, I keep forgetting her name, but that one's like
1980 something or other.
Yeah, 1988. So they're basically
because like half my Facebook was like, now wait a minute here, that can't be history because.
Yeah, so basically, it's coming to ending the turn point of the century, so I'm not sure what doll they're going to make for, like, the 2000s. Don't say it.
It's going to be... I don't know how to base it in New York.
No, I don't... But then what would the activity set be for that doll, huh?
She wouldn't have one! That's a horrible activity set.
I know. That's why they got to set
That's
up to do
the
it.
point!
I don't know. Jeez. That was a strange tangent, but I'm with it. I like it.
It was good though.
That's a good one.
I didn't know you had so much American Girl doll knowledge.
Oh,
That's very interesting though.
Oh, it was very interesting. They're too expensive.
They really
They are. Have you
yeah.
priced
I
those?
still
Oh
have-
my god.
They have decreased in price though. Instead of being like $120, now they're like $98.
Oh, nice.
Still expensive, but like less than they were when I got them. When I was a wee babby, and I got them for like
Yeah.
$120.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd circle. I
yeah.
love getting that catalog. You'd circle everything you wanted for Christmas, and you want to know what I got?
Nothing.
Nothing. I did that one year to get my Easy Bake Oven though, so it's not like I never got anything I
Yeah.
wanted. I just never got an American Girl.
I would get like the American Girl catalogs all the time, and I'd just flip through it. I wasn't even like interested in getting anything, and I was like, "It's like you're not getting anything for that catalog." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," and I kept looking through it just all the time. Even now, I realize I've become too old, so for Christmas, all I've asked for is like soldering wires, computer building kits, 2 infrared cameras to put in birdhouses. You gotta understand that you're growing with the times.
Yeah.
I like that we find these people. Okay, so you need soldering wire
Yeah,
and computer building kits. Do they go together?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Hold on.
kind of thought so. And then you need infrared cameras for your birdhouses.
it's actually a tiny set. It's actually a tiny camera that I'm going to solder onto a board, so I can put it up and have an infrared camera into a birdhouse because I am trying to investigate the living habits of the songbirds around my neighborhood.
That's so cool.
Honestly,
I put up a bird feeder, and you know, I forgot I haven't filled it in like 2 months because I am a horrible person.
I haven't filled mine in way longer than 2 months because it's been chilly outside, and also I ran out of bird food.
I have bird food. I just haven't been outside in 2 months.
Yeah, it's okay. We are.
But that sounds
thriving.
really cool. I follow
Yeah.
the Cornell bird cams on Instagram. They're fun because you never know what kind of birds you're going to see.
True. I'm just doing it because I just want to. Also,
I mean, hey, you got to have a hobby.
yeah, my hobby's more soldering wires. I also asked for like, what if like the N95 face mask, because when you're soldering wires, if you smell it, it's game over.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I know.
That's good to know.
Not good.
That's not good at
I'm
all.
doing it for the birds.
Do it for the birds.
Man, I'm boring. You know what I asked for Christmas? My Sam's Club membership and a Bob Evans gift card.
I asked for yarn and sewing thread because
I've
I'm
asked
an
for
old lady who does old lady things
I
like
have asked
crocheting
for
and
crafting
sewing.
stuff too, but like my crafting stuff was to help me make some more puppets that weren't sock puppets, because I'm gonna make in puppet ventriloquism, but like I've only really made sock puppets. I'm making like one like nice dragon puppet that goes on my arm for OhioCon this year, and it's like, can I get more craft foam?
Was that orange puppet that you had on your Instagram story the other day? It was like orange and it had googly eyes on it. Did you make that? It was like crocheted.
I think I did. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know. It was cute.
Yeah, it is pretty cute.
Man, we're making puppets, we're making stuffed animals, we're making furry outfits.
Yeah, last year.
And I've been working on the same set of Christmas scarves since last year.
Yeah, last year for Christmas, I asked for 2 Jurassic Park raptor masks so that way I can make a raptor fursuit. I didn't finish either of those, but that's what I asked
no,
for.
I feel you.
Yeah. I actually like started one. I got like the head done for one and like paws done, but I hate the design. It was just something to keep me busy. So I want to sell it eventually on like Dealer's Den or something. That sounds really shady, but it's just like a fursuit selling website.
Oh yeah, dude, I feel you. Like procrastination gets me bad.
Yeah. So I want to sell it or like trade it in for like another suit or something. I don't like it.
Yeah, I am really good at starting things because I get really excited. Like, this is going to be so much fun. This is going to be so cool. And then I get like halfway done and I'm like, this is a lot of work. I really kind of don't want to do this. Like, let's start something new.
I did make Ali 2.0 though, and he is fantastic. I love him.
As long as like, unless it's computer science, most of the stuff that I like make, if it's like computer games or anything like that, I always put like POC, proof of concept, because I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna finish it. Just in case, so like nobody can be like, this is my idea. I'm like, no, it's my idea. I made it. Didn't finish it though.
Yeah.
But it's not for you.
Sometimes it really do be like that though.
It do be like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do we have anything else that we want to talk about or touch on or discuss or anything?
No, my head's empty.
That was a lot of things all at once.
That
Yeah.
was a lot of things
We
all at
covered
once.
a lot. There was a couple like dead spots in there, but
Not many.
we pulled it off. We got it.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
And nobody sat and spun in the chair.
That was one time, Jamie, and you never let me sit in the chair again.
That's because for like an entire month, my mom kept saying, don't let that kid sit in that chair. I can't watch another one of these videos of that kid spinning around in that chair.
So I have my spin ring now, so I'm still spinning something, you know. Just not in the chair.
For a minute, I looked super panicked because I thought I lost my copy of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, but it's still in my pocket. My copy
Yes!
of Super Monkey Ball
Yay!
Banana Mania. Yeah, no, that was the thing that I was supposed to return. Okay, to the Mansfield Library.
We have proof.
That copy of their copy of Super Monkey Ball, I did return to them. But this one is my own personal copy that I just got yesterday for my birthday. So, in the end, it all works out.
It does generally, yes.
I don't know, I like giving more than I like receiving gifts. So, like, I've already picked out my cousin's gifts. Like, I got my little cousin who has a super big hyperfixation on, like, Kirby. Kirby's, like, you know, the pink guy.
Yeah, the little pink guy that like eats things that can just like inhale
Yeah,
everything.
no. I got her a Kirby model kit set where you can put it together and it's Kirby riding on a warp star.
Aww.
My cousin around the same age as me. I think he's 14. He liked JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, so I'm planning to give some based on that. My youngest cousin, Wild Child, she's like, what is it, 5, 6?
Oh, that's an interesting age.
No,
I just don't like kids in general. All the ages are bad.
She does a really cool thing where she likes to lock doors and then taunt people behind them. So, like, you can't even open them and you just gotta have to deal with it.
Yeah, I said it was an interesting age. I didn't say it was fun.
No, last time I came over, she sat on my head while watching Hotel Transylvania. Willing, like, I was telling her, like, get off my head because I was eating, like, crazy bread and she was still just, like, sitting on my head as some kind of condition of her to calm down is her sitting on my head and not wrecking the house. So it's like kill two birds
Yeah.
with one man.
Yeah. It gets a little entertaining. But, you know, I do like buying presents.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at then keeping the present a secret because
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing we do Officer Christmas on Thursday because I was looking at the present pile and I was like, why did I buy Leah so many things?
You bought me lots of things. Oh, I feel honored. I am
Yes.
obviously your favorite. I'm everyone's favorite.
Yeah. But like
That's fake confidence. I'm just kidding.
I've had like gotten my cousins, my littlest cousin Bree, like a lot of gifts that had related to Kirby, and like I can't even like hold it in or be like give it to her on like different day. Next time I see her, like take Kirby, and she's like, oh my god, thank you so much, Franky, wow! And then I get like a super ecstatic hug, and then I play Kirby Star Allies with her for like a solid 2 hours.
That's
Time passes by when you have to be when you have to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
And then there's
Kind of
me,
stinks.
who realizes that I don't know my family at all when I'm out shopping. I was in Five Below for like an hour. I was like, what does my family like? Help me.
I know.
So yeah,
I feel
and
you.
we figured it out in the end.
I want to realize that like when parents become older, they usually don't like care about their birthdays. So if you bring it up, it's more bad than good. It's like it doesn't matter. They're not like, oh, why didn't you give me a gift? It's like, why did you remind me?
Some of them, yes, but let me tell you, if you forget my mother's birthday, you will hear about it for the next, like, 2 years. Speaking of, I got to text her. It's their anniversary today.
Oh yeah.
You know, they've been married since 1975. That's a long time.
I can't do math.
I can't either, but that's a long time.
Okay, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's like my birthday, it's like fun. My mother and my father are both Marines. My dad doesn't do this. My mom does it. And she walks up. She's like, you know what's tomorrow, Franky? I'm like, what? Pearl Harbor. She does this like every year. And she's like, it's like, happy birthday, boy. You know what's tomorrow? Pearl Harbor. She does that all the time. And it's like,
I love that.
Well, it's a day that will live in infamy.
yeah. When I was in like 4th grade, I had to do a play based off of Pearl Harbor, and I was Theodore Roosevelt.
Nice. How'd
Yeah.
you get that big role?
I don't know, because it was in the Scholastic. It was in the Scholastic news for that, like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those were good.
I hated those.
I like that, because I like talking. It's not clear by this.
I don't like talking. They had to hype me up for like 5 minutes before I even started this video. I was like, guys, I don't know what to say. Don't make me start. And they're like, you're starting it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we are at 40 minutes.
Yeah, this is
So
this
we
is a
should
long
probably
one.
say goodbye.
Yeah.
But this worked out real nicely. We'll have to do this
Yeah.
again in this
Yeah.
combination of people. This was fun.
Yeah, we can rant real good.
We can.
There's an
yes.
interesting bunch here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you gonna push the button?
Okay, yeah, push button. Bye-bye.